before the formal launch of the GH6, and we have already got the most important spec on the internet. So I want to make another prediction before the launch and try my best to tell you what is going on with this spec. Okay, let me see. There is a 25 megapixel sensor, which is not far from my first prediction of 24 megapixel. The PLF lens here is similar to without the AA filter, and which will benefit the sharpness of the image. And it can shoot high resolution photos with 100 megapixel, of course by stitching several photos together. And it can shoot 5.7K video, and the sensor readout can up to 300 frames per second, which means the high-speed recording maybe can further be improved in the future from right now the 120 frames per second. There will be a very attractive item, the rolling shutter suppression. Yes, rolling shutter suppression. It has to be tested with a real machine to see the result. And the performance, the best performance right now in the industry is the ARRI laser. And I do want to compare the GH6 to the ARRI laser to see if there is really a good performance. And it said the computational processing capacity is doubled increased. I think it will contribute to the performance of autofocus and the stacking type of HDR imaging, and I will further explain it. Many friends told me that if there isn't any groundbreaking development of the GH6, they won't consider it. And here I found at least three very impressive improvements. The first one is the new intelligence detailed 2D noise reduction and 3D noise reduction. The traditional in-camera noise reduction is always based on the 2D method, which is try to remove the noise by blurring it, and so it will affect the sharpness of the image. Okay, the 3D noise reduction is a temporal based method. It compares with multi-frames. Firstly, you have to understand that the video noise is certain kind of moving dirt and not staying static. So by using the temporal based method, the noise can then be replaced by the clean part of other frame. Yes, very impressed if the result is good. The second big improvement is the 3 times faster autofocus performance. As I predicted before, Panasonic took a long time to improve the autofocus performance, since they will want to commit to the DFD method only. And I think finally they have found a way. Hope that there will be an accurate and fast response autofocus, and also important that without focus hunting. Yes, no more annoying focus hunting. And here I don't want to repeat every sentence of the video spec, and mainly 2 points. The first one is the 4K 60p 10-bit 422 can reach a bit rate of 800 megabytes per second. Why is that so high? Okay, I finally get that because it is ProRes. Actually, it's a ProRes 422 HQ codec. And on the other hand, and from the previous spec, I guess that the 5.7K can only be recorded with 10-bit 420. But here it said that the 5.7K 30p can be recorded with ProRes 422 HQ with 1.9 GB per second. Since ProRes is handled with 10-bit 422, so does it imply that we can have 5.7K 30p 422 videos? Not just 420, yes, 422. If then, that will be really impressive even without raw recording. And that's the third point that really impressed me. With ProRes codec, the GH6 is targeted at more professional filmmaking users, and I will say that it is a true video-oriented hybrid. Furthermore, there is the dynamic range boost function, in which it is possible to shoot a wide dynamic range image at a maximum 60 frames per second by synthesizing an overexposed image and an underexposed image in real time, and achieves a dynamic range of 13 plus stops. I remember that from the last prediction, I thought the GH6 can have a dynamic range between 10 to 12 stops, and now it's said that it can achieve a very impressive 13 plus stops. Again, synthesizing two images to achieve that will need very strong computational power. It's amazing, but remember that if you shoot RAW, you will lose this dynamic range boost function. The other improvement include an ultra high performance gyro sensor and a new algorithm, and has a correction effect equivalent to 7.5 stops. But maybe we have to pay more for all the above improvements, since the GH6, along with the UHS SD card slot, also provide a CFlash Express Type B slot. And maybe the high performance video has to be recorded on the CFlash Express cards. I will conclude that with the boosted dynamic range and ProRes recording capabilities, the GH6 gets its own unique character and attraction. The rest is to see how does the autofocus perform with the real machine. So okay, will you consider it? Tell us your idea.